Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a very special video for you today because for the past few months I have tried to figure out the best way, the most consistent way to beat the Chaos Spawn. This is the strongest team I have ever seen released. This by far outclasses the Archons, the Golden Era, Mordred in his strongest state. Those two times in the game, those two periods of the game, seem very mediocre compared to what the Chaos Spawn are currently doing. Their power in arena and tournament is unrivaled. There is no team that can consistently beat them. There are teams that can sometimes, very rarely win, but at their purest form, there is no contest. Now, there are people who have messaged me, shown me videos of them being able to beat them consistently. But like I said, that is not them at their purest form. And what I mean by their purest form is they are maxed out. Full Awakenings, 7 Arcane Stars, level 100, medallions equipped with Lifesteal. One substat of Lifesteal boosts the power of this faction by lengths, by absolute lengths. The reason for that is because a Ked is allowed to give these characters initiative when they heal. And if they have lifesteal on their medallion and they deal damage and they heal from the lifesteal, they gain initiative. They have some of the fastest turns to be produced per character in the game. They have an immense amount of strength from each character. They can do insane amount of damage. They have damage reduction. They can protect themselves from death. They can cleanse debuffs. They can put you to sleep. They can increase the cooldown of your characters. They can increase damage that you take from the Chaos Spawn. They can counterattack. The amount of things this faction can do is... it is chaos. It is chaos in itself. Maybe that was the goal. Maybe that was the aim. The only two things that I can think of that this faction cannot do is 1, apply shields to themselves, and 2, resurrect. Those are the only two things that come to mind. They are the scariest thing I have ever seen within the game. In saying that, every time a new hero is released, it gives me a little bit of hope, because then we discover new ways to counter what is currently the strongest thing in the game. And last night, Playcott gave me the privilege of showing players the test server, experimenting, using the new heroes that they're in the game at the moment. You just cannot get them, Void Gunner and Lola. Now, in my spotlight videos for Void Gunner and Lola, I used them separately. I never used them together. And that's because I believed I found the best squad to use, but messing with things, and I mean, we tested for over an hour. We discovered some things, and eventually I discovered a team that could consistently win against the Chaos Spawn. This team has a few ways in which you can operate it. It is a fun team. Not only is it a fun team, it allowed me to use a hero in this game I have never used in my whole Age of Magic career. And when you're wondering how long that has been, I played this game in beta. I played this game when you could use Worm Priest as a meta-defying hero. I played this game when Arakan Guard was one of the, if not the strongest tank in the game. I played this game when they used to release not a hero at a time, they would often release a faction at a time. The Barbarians were released multiple heroes at once. It was the most exciting point of the game at the time. I have seen heroes buffed, I have seen heroes nerfed. I was around the game when Swamp Killer's, I think, second ability was her basic ability, and they nerfed her. They had to nerf her because that was considered too strong at the time. I've been in the game in the golden age of the Archons when they dominated the game. I was in the game when Mordred ruled the arena. He was just uncontested in every single way. I've seen everything this game has to offer. I have seen the ups, I've seen the downs, I've seen the drama, I've seen it all. And in game terms, in what is being produced in the game itself, I have never seen anything as difficult to beat than the Chaos Spawn. So being able to use the characters I'm going to show you in this video, mind you, they are not going to be easy to get, as most characters are, but it was exciting discovering a team that could win, and it was exciting being able to beat them with a hero, like I said, I have never been able to use before. This is not the most optimal team to use. You would replace this hero that I'm going to show you with Wilhelm if you wanted to. That is the best team I have found, but you'll see for yourself the absolute fun we are going to have. The hero I am talking about is none other than Abyss Hound. I get to use Abyss Hound, and I get to win. And if that is not exciting for you, if that in itself is not fun, then I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say, because everyone that was watching the stream had an absolute blast watching it. It is one of the most exciting things I've seen in a long time. Because if anything else, the best part of a hero collector game is being able to use a hero you never thought you'd be able to use. So, we'll jump over to the battle. I'll be showing you the team I'm going to be using against the Chaos Spawn in an arena setting. They are at their strongest with their medallions and lifesteal. And I'll show you the heroes you need and the steps you need to take to beat this faction. So jumping into the arena, you're probably wondering why Abyss Hound? What made you want to use Abyss Hound? And well, let's look at this character. Number one, his basic does nothing. His character model is so old, it was done in a time where basic attacks didn't even have additional effects to them. His second attack, not horrible. It puts a character to sleep for one turn if the enemy is affected by at least one debuff, which is easy to get with Void Gunner on the team. The attack ignores dodge and fortitude. We're almost guaranteed to land a skip turn. And with our third ability, the attack does 20% extra damage for each dot effect on the enemy. Now keep in mind, the Chaos Spawn does have a lot of defense, so you're not often going to see this doing a lot of damage, but sometimes it can surprise you. So we're going to start off with our Flame Bomb. Get some dots up on the enemy. We get hit. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the Luxuria to sleep. We do not want to risk her getting her debuffs out. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're going to come ahead and she is protected from debuff. So we're not going to apply anything to her right now. We're going to go ahead and wait for Crowley to come around. And we are going to absorb all the buffs and boost our team back up. We got 6 dots. Let's go ahead. I mean, like I said, not horrible damage for an Abyss Hound, one of the first characters ever released in the game. In fact, I don't think Abyss Hound was even released. I think he was just in the game to begin with. Okay, we are going to go ahead. She's got 6 turns. We do not need to apply Black Mirror just yet. It's Mirror of Darkness. I keep calling it Black Mirror. I apologize. There we go. We get rid of the Luxuria. We lose the Crowley, but that's okay. We put the Ghoul to sleep. We get some shield. We're going to Mirror of Darkness, the enemy. And we could come along and we could get rid of this Ghoul here. Yep, eliminated. Let's do some damage. We lose the Hound. It's okay though, buddy. You did your job. You did your job. We got 22 stacks on these stacks are racking up. Good, 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 good. 29 stacks. 30 stacks. And we take out the... He's got 1 turn. So he is going to cast his Black Hole. now we can go ahead and use our shield. Yep, now we'll use it because he's just used Black Hole. How good is that? How good is that? Oh. So you're probably wondering, how consistent is this team of winning? I'm going to do some battles for you now. Feel free to stick around, watch it. There'll be a music overlay. Like I said, you can remove the Hound. You don't even have to use the Hound. I just used him to really push the limits. But the ideal team is with Wilhelm. So, you know what? The next few videos we do, they're just going to have a music overlay, but I'll swap between Wilhelm and Hound, and you can just see some battles. Feel free to watch. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are breaking through the Chaos Spawn wall of absolute invincibility. It is cracking. We are getting through, and that's all that matters. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. However you're around the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.
So wild, raw and stray, barking at night, chased away. Nobody cared, no one would stay, but he stood guard, strength's forever gray. In shadows deep, where chaos breeds, spawns of darkness, wicked deeds. Hound stood firm, no time for pleads. Snarling teeth, ripping through weeds. Hero Hound, mighty proud, breaking chains, crashing loud. Guarding dreams, standing tall. With his howl, chaos falls. Dark to city square, people started to be aware. A hero Hound without despair, saving lives with loyal care. Hero Hound, mighty proud, breaking chains, crashing loud. Guarding dreams, standing tall. With his howl, chaos falls. Not just a stray, not just a bark, a beacon bright in places dark. Unseen hero left his mark. Triumph howl, now a lark. Not just a stray, not just a bark, a beacon bright in places dark. Unseen hero left his mark. Triumph howl, now a lark. Not just a stray, not just a bark, a beacon bright in places dark. Unseen hero left his mark. Triumph howl, now a lark. Not just a stray, not just a bark, a beacon bright in places dark. Unseen hero left his mark. Triumph howl, now a lark. Hero proud, breaking chains, crashing loud.